Okay. Okay. We go ahead and put this link up on the board. Let me put you on game, people. Let me put you on some goddamn game. Everybody out here, they all come out here and they all talk this crazy, reckless bullshit. Shout out to Aldog. Aldog, please send me a DM so I can get an autograph. I would greatly appreciate it. Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you the truth. This book, like, I'm starting to listen to you talk, and the more you start to go about it, I'm like, hold up a second. It's making too much sense. Motherfuckers are really losing their mind. And you start thinking about it. Hip hop is the biggest stream or the biggest music form, like in the world, especially in the West. So all these motherfuckers are listening to hip hop all day. And it's you gotta think about hip hop has been like it started what in the 80s, 70s, 80s, it got up to the 90s with all the murder rap. And now we're at like the degenerate beat, the pure degeneracy of it. Because like I tried to explain to my brother. My brother wants to be a rapper. And I tried to explain to him, I said, look here, son. Rapping is a degenerate art. Like there's no way you can be progressive. Yeah, it's fact. It's straight crash out code. There's no way to be progressive in rap because it's not built upon like skill level of an instrument. Like if you play piano, if you play the violin, you play guitar, as you play more, you get better at it and your sound changes. You can innovate. You can change the notes. There's so many different ways to go about it. With rap, it's not even like singing where you're changing the vocal and you hit higher vocal notes or anything like that. It's just you're rapping. And because nobody wants to hear positive rap, it's really just a race to degeneracy. Who can make the most degenerate fucking album and song that the masses will enjoy hearing? And that's essentially what we got with the modern day rap culture. And that's why it's hard for me to even deal with rap in today's age. I listen to a lot more alternative. I listen to a lot more this peaceful mellow shit. I don't got time for fucking motherfuckers want to shoot people and niggas want to fuck my bitch. I don't got time for it. I don't even have a bitch. I ain't even got people to get shot at. But yeah, man, and this is the classic case. Obu, Vlad, aka Joe Lampon, aka Clown Shoe Lampon, aka Manlet Killer. He crashed out because they started listening to 50 Cent albums and listening to Tate and really started believing that the internet is like this place that has no ramification in real life. Let me put you on game. Lupe Fiasco was one of the hardest, but here's the thing. Lupe was talking real shit and nobody gave a fuck. Everybody, all they liked about Lupe was kick push. that was Lupe and Superstar. That was it. Kick push and Superstar was all the fucking credit we gave Lupe. And said, get your ass out of here. You're talking too much of that consciousness. I want to hear more about fucking another nigga's bitch in the ops, shooting at the ops with our switches and candy coated fucking rims and all of the dumb shit. That's dumb nigga shit. But Apex is wrong. If he goes around calling that shit out, saying, "Oh, this is dumb nigga shit," everybody looks at me like I'm crazy. No, it's dumb nigga shit. And that's what Vlad Obu was on. He was on some dumb nigga shit. Like, bro, you were getting like I knew he was crashing out. Like, I knew this was gonna be a bad situation when he had chicks tattoo him like as an MMA fighter on their like body. I said, hold up a second, hold up. Okay, let's think about this logically. Because I put myself like one of the things that people have a very tough time doing is putting themselves in other people's shoes or positions and then playing out the scenario to get a particular event to play out. So whenever I'm talking to somebody or whenever I'm looking at something, I'm analyzing it, I put myself in their shoes and then I wonder how would I react or play the situation to get that done. So when I saw these girls with tattoos of like Joe Lampon's face, Joe Lampon's name, Joe Lampon, like there's literally a picture. I wish I can. It sucks. YouTube stream doesn't let you put up videos. I got to go to StreamYard and do all the other fuck shit. But Joe Lampon had a picture of him like as an MMA fighter on a girl, like for a back piece for a girl. And I said, oh my God. Oh my God. What drugs did he give this girl? How much money did she like? What was the deal that was created for her to go get this retarded ass tattoo? How high was she? Because there's ain't no way in the fucking world a woman of the same mind is getting a tattoo of you as an MMA fighter and you never fought an MMA fight in your life. And even then, even just a woman getting a tattoo, like usually when you see that shit, it's kind of low quality women. You don't see too many high quality women putting tattoos on their fucking of a guy's name on their body, unless like she's with that guy for life. But even then, a guy's gonna be like, "Hey, baby, don't do that. That's not a good idea." Like, if this shit goes bad, because I gotta look out for your future. Because if I die or anything happens, I don't want you walking around with fucking Apex sapien on your ass cheek. It's a ridiculous look. You look like a porn star. And see, what I realize is, and shout out to the Charter, a lot of these guys, they're living a rapper's lifestyle. A lot of these guys that you see on Twitter, they want to be rappers. They really want to be Lil Wayne. They want to be Snoop Dogg. They want to be Drake. Like, you can just see it. It's all throughout the timeline. These guys that, like, they want to be niggas. Like, I don't know how other way to put it. Like, a lot of, even like John Morant, Zion Williamson, these guys want to be niggas. And when I say niggas, I don't mean like black people. When I say niggas, I mean it's a particular culture. It's a particular ignorant, degenerate behavior that anybody of any race and creed can represent. And that's what I'm finding out is the common theme with all this fucking craziness that's going on. And see, and then even you look at the average Joe, the regular fuckboy, what he does on his Instagram, like one of the things I can't stand. I look at this like, what the fuck? You're not that important. It's when people make their Instagram private. Regular people make their Instagram private. I'm just like, why is your Instagram private? Like, you're not that important. Nothing that you're doing in life is that important that you need to make your shit private. So you make this private so you can have a sense of fucking self-worth, because now you feel like, oh, people have to take an extra step to be in my presence, to view what I'm putting out, which is nothing. You're putting out fucking nothing. You're putting out fucking pictures of food, you traveling, taking pictures with a fucking girl that you're not going to be with. It's all nonsense. And once again, this is the nigga mindset. The nigga mindset is, I'm a flashy motherfucker. You have to earn my fucking presence. And the way I look at this is like, it's just sad. Like, bro, we're all human beings at the end of the day. I'm no more special than anybody else that's just listening to this right now. You're a human being. I'm a human being. We live life. Why can't we just be a little bit open? If you're hiding your social media, I can only imagine what type of dark secrets you're hiding in real life. Because, bro, it's social media. Like, once again, you decide what you put out there. So whatever you decide that you put out there is what's going to be curated. So why do you force people to hide? Like, it's like you're trying to create a fake image of what you want to be in life. And that's the big problem in life, man. And this, I'm going to put you guys on some real game. I'm going to give you guys a lot of game today. Because I've been really thinking a lot. Like, I had an incident at my job. And you know what? At my job, I finally said, fuck it. I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what they say. I don't even care what you do. You want to fire me? Fire me. All right. I'll go to another place. Whatever. I'll take a week off and go make money doing other things. And one of the things I want young people to understand and start to take into life is that you have to learn how to say fuck it more often. You need to learn how to say, I don't give a shit. Like, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I'm going to die anyway. So let me enjoy this time on the planet I get to enjoy. It's not going to be here forever. That's one thing you guys really understand about this life that you're going to live. It's not going to be here forever. You're going to get old. You're going to get wrinkly. And eventually you're going to pass on. And so while you're here on this planet, go have some experiences. Don't sit in your life just working, trying to get money all day, man. Go make some memories. Go have some fun. Go enjoy a little bit of shit. Leave a legacy. Go fucking do something that's worth the goddamn, that makes people happy and cheer and go jump for joy. And see, that's what has been lost because of the nigga culture of the rap hypnosis. People are trying to live for other people. People are trying to live to be recognized by other people because they don't have any self-worth. And part of the reason that you don't have a lot of self-worth is because you don't know how to entertain yourself. One of the greatest lessons I learned as a young person was when I learned how to entertain myself. When I learned how to fucking really put myself and enjoy my own company. I had a situation when I was a young person, about 13, 14 years old. And my mom had a fucking boyfriend. And his boyfriend put me on punishment. And the punishment was I can only, I either had to go to bed, eat, or be doing homework. If not, I had to go stand in the corner until I got tired of that and then went to bed. And that was my fucking day for about 2, 3, 4 weeks down there. And At first, I try to hide. I try to spend all my time doing homework. I try to do all these things to try to think. And then eventually, I got to the point I'm like, fuck it. I'll just go stand in the corner. And you know what happened when I stood in that corner? I began to enjoy it. I got used to it. I started playing games with myself. I started playing like tic-tac-toe with myself. I started creating stories in my mind, talking to myself. I developed a new skill of the ability to talk and communicate with myself. And I developed a relationship with me. And see, a big problem is a lot of people don't develop a relationship with themselves. Give me half a second, people. I got to take care of something real quick. Took care of that business. All right, so back to where I was. So what happens is people don't talk to themselves, they don't communicate with themselves, and what happens is over time they don't have a connection with self. They just end up being internally lonely, and so they try to feed that internal loneliness with like these superficial things that are supposed to bring them more friends and family, like things that are supposed to make them more liked. And they do these things as a coping mechanism because they don't understand themselves. They never had a conversation and they never got to really sit down and understand themselves. So they get girlfriends, they fucking get married, they have a bunch of fucking fuckboy friends, they get drunk to hide. There's a lot of things. They hide behind work, they hide behind laziness. There's a lot of things, hide behind being fat. They refuse to acknowledge who they are as a human being, and they try to hide it. Do all these coping mechanisms. And hip hop hypnosis, which is shout out to Al Dog, the reason why it's a big fucking thing is because hip hop is a very easily recognizable like culture that a lot of young people that will probably get you pussy. And so you have to understand something about most guys. Most guys only operate on the premise of that they're going to get pussy at some point. Guys will put on masks. Guys will get vaxxed. Guys will fucking get fat. They'll do whatever the herd gets pushed to, whatever the culture demands. Guys will fucking flock to it because it gets them pussy. And this pussy is actually very dangerous to these guys because it's reinforcing terrible behaviors that are fads. So you see a lot of guys with these terrible tattoos. They get all these crazy tattoos of things that are popular today. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years from now, everybody's looking at these tattoos like, that's fucking retarded. Like, why'd you get that tattoo? It's not even a meaningful piece of art. You just got it because it was popular back in 2013. Like a lot of these people, like I'm seeing in the streets, there's people with hand tattoos and face tattoos and neck tattoos. And I'm just like, why do you have these tattoos? Like, what are you doing in life that allows you to have these tattoos? You're just a regular person, regular human being. And not saying that tattoos are wrong, but I'm saying if you're going to get hand and neck tattoos, I would imagine that you have achieved a certain amount of success that puts you in a particular avenue where you don't have to worry about working with corporate America. You're getting money in other ways. But no, that's not the case. Most of these guys are just staying at home playing fucking PlayStation with tattoos on their hands and neck. They work at like Burger King or Pizza Hut. And see, this is the hip hop hypnosis. Guys are trying to mimic and be like people from the past or be these other rap artists. Like, I'm trying to tell you, most of these guys, they want to be Drake. Most of these guys want to be Lil Wayne. They want to be rappers. They want to be rappers so bad. And they're willing to do anything that it takes to be a rapper. And one of the saddest things about the black community is The black community is so fucking like kind of fucked up in this way is because they'll kill rappers because it makes them look more popular. They will go out there and fucking really murder somebody because it makes them feel like they have street cred. And the street cred's not even real. There is no street cred. No, there's no way you go to a bank and go get street credit. I can't take my street credit into the U.S. bank and say, "Can I get a loan for $100,000? I'm a real nigga." No, it doesn't exist. It's not there. And when you start to realize that people are like operating on this premise, it makes reality a lot more simple to understand. And it makes people it's way more easier to avoid certain people too, because you just look at it, you're like, okay, well, this person's a dumb. This person doesn't understand blah blah blah. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? And you start to just see things formulate because it becomes so obvious to you once you kind of step back and you discover yourself and you live in your own truth. And this is the real thing about giving game. This is the real thing about game. The game is you. You play the game. It's your game. There's nobody else playing the game except for you. And one of the things you have to really, that's the first fundamental step of being a man, is realizing that there's nobody else in the game but you. You're playing your own game. And it's up to you to design the rules of your game. What do you want to be? What do you want the outcome to be? What do you want to fucking cherish? What do you want to grow up and discover? What do you want to accomplish before you fucking give your last breath? That's what the game is about. It's about you trying to figure out how far can I go as a man and discover how far my game is going to take me in this thing called life or existence or whatever the hell you want to call it. And once you kind of get that fundamental thing and you understand like that's what life is about, you can kind of see the fugazi dumb shit for what it is. And that's why I truly appreciate shout out to Al Dog for writing such a book, because nobody else is going to truly appreciate this book. He's playing his own game. Like the man named the book The Charter. The Charter, for God's sakes. And most people are like, okay, this is a ridiculous book. This is dumb. But he's playing his own game. I got to respect it. You can't help but respect the motherfucker who's going out on a limb, being his own character, and taking on his own niche of whatever he wants to become. And that's commendable. But most people don't have that type of fucking belief system or confidence in themselves. And because they don't have that type of belief system, confidence in themselves, they end up being fucking lame crash out artists. And that's why I'm saying I can see crash out coming long before they get there. I see crash outs coming 5, 10 years before they even hit. Because you could just see from somebody the way they behave, what their mannerisms are, what they stand for. If they're wishy-washy on certain things. As a man, you have to be absolute. You can't be out here in the gray area. I hate guys that are play in the gray area because it tells me you don't have any confidence, you don't have any real belief about you or whatever is going on in your life. You need to be fucking standing on whatever principles you believe in. And whether they be stupid or folly and nobody else fucking thinks they're worth a goddamn, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you care. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters is you. You spend 24/7 with yourself. Nobody else gets to inhabit you. There's people that come into your life for brief periods, but at the end of the day, you're living with you. So your choices that you decide to do, they live with you. And if you're okay with your choice, if you're happy with what you're doing and how you're moving in life, I'm proud for you. That's a big step because most people never get that. Most people never reach that nirvana of being happy with the choices and the things they make. Most people live with it. Most people really, if you want to know the honest truth, I would say 99.9999% of people live with total regret of everything they do in life from a day-to-day basis. They regret going to work. They regret their wife. They regret their kids. They regret their job. They regret the movies they watch. They regret the shows they watch. They regret the books they read. They regret the education they got. They regret every single fucking thing they've ever done in life. And you know why they regret it? Because they realize they let somebody else tell them how to fucking behave. And because they let somebody else tell them how to fucking behave, they never got to see who they really were. And that compounds over time. That builds interest. And that interest becomes a heavy day. That's why guys crash out like in 40s. White guys have a crash out. And white guys crash out is called the midlife crisis. And shout out to whatever the fuck this is delicious. It's called I don't know what the fuck it is, but Nordic Carway honey wine Oh my god, this is some of the most delicious shit I've ever tasted in my life for like $24. But once again, it comes down to you deciding one day I can do what I want. I can move mountains. I can control armies. I can build a nation. Because I believe I can, and because I have a fundamental belief in myself, and I have a fundamental belief in humanity that I can best put humanity in a position to win, so everybody can be, for the most part, happy. Like there's gonna be a lot of losers because losers are just inevitable. Some people just like losing. Some people relish in the idea that they get to get beat, and people like they gotta be a part of the story. Like I had a funny story, man. When I was a young kid, we used to play Super Smash Bros. And FIFA and Star Fox and all these different type of games on N64 and GameCube. And we used to play for like quarters. Each match would be like a quarter or 50 cents. We'll ante up. And we had this one kid. This one kid would lose every fucking time, and he would be happy just to lose. He didn't even care. What he would do is he would suicide himself and just pick on the guy. Like he would just make the guy who he decided to beat or just to be an asshole to, he would purposely just go and try to make him fucking lose on purpose, just so he would lose money. And this guy was losing money every fucking time. Every fucking time he would play, he would walk out and lose like $5 or $6. He didn't care. He just had the love of the game of fucking tricking and losing money and just being a part of the fucking game. And you know what? I respected it. I had to respect it. You know why I had to respect it? Because he was playing his own game. He's like, look, I already know I'm not going to win. I accept that I'm going to be a failure. I'm going to lose at this game. But what I am going to do is I'm going to pay my way to make somebody else's life fucking suck. And I can respect that on so many levels. But anyway, yeah, man, that's a little short podcast. I need to go film, man. I've been bullshitting, y'all. I really been bullshitting. A nigga's been tired. He's been working out, getting ready for Naga. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Appreciate it. Dropping more content. Gang shit.